If you know, you know. And we all know by this point that Canelo Alvarez vacated his IBF belt and did what Golovkin did exactly a couple years ago when he vacated the IBF belt to avoid a Derevyanchenko fight as well. Now, what I don't understand, as a champion, you gotta fight your mandatories. That's a must. You can't just win a belt or two and then when it's time for you to fight each mandatory, you vacate certain belts and decide to keep certain belts, and to avoid certain fights, you move up in weight and come back and weight. You know, a true champion gotta fight his mandatories. However, it seemed that Canelo Alvarez have a plan here. If he fight Demetrius Andrade next, because at first I thought about it and I was like, man, he ain't finna fight Demetrius Andrade, because if he was gonna fight Demetrius Andrade, he didn't have to vacate the belt. He could have kept the belt because it's a unification bout. When you unify in the division, that trumps a mandatory, so they would have allowed him to keep the belt. However, maybe Canelo Alvarez did that on purpose. He wanted to get stripped of the title because now he want to give Golovkin a chance to fight somebody so they could have their trilogy match, since Gennady Golovkin wouldn't fight a Daniel Jacob, wouldn't fight an Andrade, ducked the Andrade fight, ducked the Charlo fight. So he decided, you know what? If I vacate my belt, he possibly be willing to fight Derevyanchenko for the belt. Then I could unify the division again with a Gennady Golovkin in a third fight if he's able to win the belt. Because Canelo Alvarez knows fans ain't trying to see the trilogy match right now with Gennady Golovkin, because Gennady Golovkin haven't did a thing. Instead of ducking the best competition and fighting tomato cans like he been doing his whole career. So this is a step in the right direction. However, Canelo, on the other hand, he doesn't have to fight Demetrius Andrade next. He could play it safe and fight an easy opponent. And then if Gennady Golovkin is able to beat a Derevyanchenko, then fight the winner of that. Even if it's Derevyanchenko, he would have gained a lot of momentum beating a Gennady Golovkin. But if he do fight Demetrius Andrade, the guy who told him, bring your cojones, you don't got no cojones. If he decided to fight Demetrius Andrade, much respect. But if he chooses to duck Demetrius Andrade and Charlo, and now he done basically ducked the whole division except of a Gennady Golovkin, because he turned down a fight with Charlo. He didn't even want that fight. He vacated the belt and got stripped of the title. He got stripped of the IBF, not to fight Derevyanchenko. He don't want to fight his stablemate Demetrius Andrade. So who is you gonna fight, Canelo? But if he fight Andrade, man, he will get all the respect in the world. I would definitely give him all the respect in the world, and that will be a step in the right direction, because if he's able to fight and win that fight, more importantly, and then fight Charlo, man, that's legacy in the making, and that's all we want from Canelo Alvarez, is to fight these guys. So we'll see if Canelo Alvarez is up for the task, if he's just pretending, or if it's real. We'll see in the upcoming weeks if he decides to fight Demetrius Andrade, because Andrade already told him, whatever you offer me, I'm accepting. So it ain't even gonna take long to negotiate this fight. He ain't negotiating with Gennady Golovkin. You know, Andrade been wanting this fight for years, so we'll see. So that seemed to be the plan for Canelo Alvarez. He being strategic, but we'll see if he decides to take the easy road and maneuver, or he want to go straight for the lions and tigers in the jungle. So subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't listen to these casual fans. And follow Lantoon Boxing for the funniest boxing memes on Instagram, on the link in the description box below, and subscribe to my channel at Aki TV and click on the notification bell to get notified every time we go live and to be continued on the next episode of Aki TV. Peace, and we out.